Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Now, before I bring out our very special, and we have some special guests today, we got a Murderers Row. We got a great lineup today. Before I bring out our Murderers Row lineup today and give out our free winners for today and for the weekend, we got some exciting things to tell you about. You may notice Dionne is not here. She's not feeling too well, so I would love it if you guys could send some positive vibes and maybe a prayer or two for her to get better. We love you, Dionne, and we miss you very, very much. And you certainly, I know the rest of the panel is better looking when you're not here. I'll tell you that. But I want you guys to know if you recall when you guys were teenagers and your parents went away for the weekend and you promised them you were going to be good and wouldn't have a party, how did that go? I'm unsupervised today, so I should piss off at least 30 or 40% of you guys. So, no, just seriously, folks, baseball is upon us. We have a new dedicated baseball show starting Monday. Very, very different from the First Family Show. First Family Show, still going to come at you every day, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for free winners for that day. But we are going to have a dedicated baseball show later on in the afternoon, getting you just baseball winners. Some of you that are veterans to baseball, we're going to make you a lot of money. Some of you that are new, maybe a little apprehensive, a little overwhelmed by looking at the baseball card, we're going to help you through it, myself and the other great handicappers over at SportsMemo, and some guys over at Wager Talk. We're going to have a lot of fun. Bottom line, we're going to make you a lot of money. Now, guys, the great folks over at SportsMemo also doing something amazing for Dionne and myself. As many packages as you want from 1 day through 1 year, all 40% off. Use code D'Amico 40. No, D'Amico 40 isn't my cattle ranch in Texas. That's the discount. That's the discount you get on any package. 1 day through 1 year. Follow Dionne, follow myself. They'll pay for itself in no time. We have a great panel today, a pioneer of the sports betting industry, Mr. Ross Benjamin. We've got the doctor is making a house call, guys. Dr. Chuck is here. I'm very excited. Maybe he can give me some penicillin. I clicked. I'm just kidding. The doctor is in. Jesse Schule, the body, is here. And that good-looking Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Laguretos, is here. Without any further ado, let's go right into it. I'm going to bring on a pioneer of the sports betting industry. He is not only one of my favorite people in the business, but one of my favorite people in the world. And he has been winning for decades. He may look younger than me, but he's been winning for decades. I'm going to bring him on. He's going to tell you what he's got going on for tonight, maybe for the weekend, and a big free play. Ross Benjamin, take it away, handsome.
Thank you very much, Joe. With that intro, I don't know how I could do an encore. Anyway, baseball has been very, very good to me, folks. So if you go back to when I started with Sports Memo last year, I'm 40-19 right now with my Major League Baseball 4% plays or better. And I opened the season yesterday. I had the St. Louis Cardinals on the run line at money line odds of plus 110. And lo and behold, they crushed the Pirates 9-0. So again, baseball really good, 40-19, like I said, and over that course of time, bettors have made $8,200. So doesn't get much better than that. Another thing, the NBA playoffs are upon us, and folks, pay attention to my NBA money line plays. I never give out one that's greater than minus 135. I either give out 135 or less or underdogs. And this year alone, my NBA money line picks, as documented by Sports Memo, a perfect 12-0. And since I started on this site 2 years ago, or last year, I should say, 19-1. Folks, that's all documented. You don't believe me? Check with the good folks at customer support at Sports Memo. Anyway, let's get to the free pick, Joe. Atlanta at Miami. Well, the Miami Heat clinched the number one seed last night as a result, without playing, number one seed in the Eastern Conference, that is, as Philadelphia and Boston lost last night. So this line went from Miami being a 4.5-point favorite last night to right now plus 1.5, which leads you to believe the sense of urgency they feel won't be with Miami, or they're going to be sitting some key players. I don't have that specific information. And as we all know, when handicapping the NBA at this time of year, that's hard information for us to gather until close to game time, because NBA teams just don't divulge that stuff like the NFL does. Anyway, Atlanta is 0-8 straight up in ATS in the last 8 away games when facing a team with a winning record. And the Miami Heat are on a roll right now, 5-0 straight up in ATS in their last 5, winning by over 16 points per game. And offensively, over that 5-game win streak, 123 points scored per game, 53.1% shooting, 48% from the three-point line, and making 18 threes per game. Even if they do sit some people, the Miami Heat is a very deep team, and as a short underdog at home against Atlanta, they're my play, Joe. I'm going to take Miami plus 1.5 over Atlanta.
There you go. He is a pioneer of the sports betting industry. He's Ross Benjamin. He's going to have to take off, guys. He's hitting it and quitting it. He's taking off to get you these big games posted all over SportsMemo. Follow him. He is a winner. Not only is he a winner, he's got the best hair in the business. I want to thank him for sharing with us every Friday, as he will be on the show every Friday. He's one of the best there ever was. Let me tell you, to quote Charlie Daniels, I told you once before, you son of a bitch, I'm the best there's ever been. That's Ross Benjamin. He's amazing. I love him. You love him. Guys, he's going to be taking off. He's got to get his games up. I want to thank you, Ross, for stopping by this Friday, and good luck this weekend. Where do you go from the guy with the best hair in the business to the guy with the best body in the business? We call him the body. He is a winner. You know he's a winner. Let's go to Jesse Schule real quick. Jesse.
Good morning, Joe. Well, I'm pretty excited to get back to the ballpark today after a 4-1 opening day. I love it when a plan comes together. I had a bunch of underdogs on my card yesterday, swept the board 4-0 with underdogs, and I had one total, which was that game that Ross was talking about. I had the under 8.5 in that Cardinals game, and man, they just piled those runs on in the top or the bottom of the 8th inning and prevented me from going 5-0. But hey, 80% with dogs, we'll take it. So today I got a favorite for my free play. I am looking at the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's going to be their home opener for the first time in 3 years. You got to remember the last couple years they weren't able to play in Toronto. A lot of excitement in Toronto this year. The Blue Jays are actually favorites to win the AL East. Even more so than that team that Joey likes to rep, and maybe me and Joey will have a bet on that, who's going to win that division. But yeah, the Blue Jays big favorites. Vlad Jr., one of the MVP candidates this year. If you see what kind of shape that guy's in after training hard in the offseason, you got to believe he's going to be right there in MVP voting. Jose Barrios is going to be the starter for the Jays today. He was 3-2 with a 3.27 ERA and 7 starts in Toronto last year. The Rangers have lost 6 of their last 7 in Toronto. Big price, but I like the Jays to win this one big.
We can't hear you, Joe.
Sports fans, I'm sorry, little technical difficulty. Jesse will be back later on the show. He does say take the Toronto Blue Jays. He's a winner. He's on multiple sports leaderboards. I want you to know the customer appreciation you get from SportsMemo is unrivaled, as is their slate of handicappers. Use one of these great discounts. Go by Jesse. Jesse, by the way, who will be back later on the show. I'm sure he'll think of a good quip for this. Jesse, you could dye your hair any color you want. I'll dye my eyebrows if the Yankees don't beat out the Blue Jays in that division, because America is the national pastime. Baseball, let me try that again. I'm dyslexic. Baseball is the national pastime of America, not Canada. Hockey, you can have hockey all you want. This is an American sport, and an American team will win that division, and it will be the Yankees. We'll talk about that later, Jesse. I love him. You love him. Guys, if you are sick, you don't take out your own appendix, that's for sure. And if you're ailing in sports betting, there's only one doctor, guys, and that's Dr. Chuck. He's going to tell you what he's doing tonight and over the weekend, and he's also going to give you a big free winner for today. Dr. Chuck, take it away.
Wow, those are some strong words there on guaranteeing the Yankees win and the Blue Jays definitely don't. That's intense. So we, similar to Ross and Jesse, are ecstatic that baseball is back. Had a pretty solid ending to our day. We duped ourselves into taking the Brewers and learned our lesson. If something seems too good to be true, probably is. A road team and the run line was a pretty solid price, and with Burns on the mound, and I usually like to fade Hendricks, and so we're gonna slough that off. Had a nice money line win on the Reds and on the Astros in the first 5 and full game. So we're looking forward, and off of last season, as we say a lot, we had a 200 unit gain season in 2021, and hoping to build on that, or at least give it our best effort. Actually, today though, we do have our MLB package already up, but today we're looking at an NBA game, trying to bounce back on the NBA slate, and an amazing spot here. Rockets, who pretty much are in look to the draft mode, whereas the Raptors are on no rest off of that huge win over Philly, with all kinds of ramifications, because this vaccine stuff is going to haunt us forever. And it turns out Matisse Thybulle will not be eligible to play in the playoffs, which made last night's game even bigger, because the Sixers needed to win out to avoid a Toronto series. And we talked about this earlier in the week. The Raptors got that win. Spicy P went nuts with a triple-double and 37 points. And I just think, it's hard to quantify what that means the next day. And I don't think they're going to lose this game, but 12 points, 11.5 points, this line is bleeding out. There's a spot 33 times in the calendar year of 2022 in this NBA season. There's been a spot where a team was getting this many points or close to this many points with a rest advantage, and they covered 24 of the 33, even won 15 of those games. So this is a lot of points. Don't tell Jalen Green and Kevin Porter that their season's over, because they're going nuts in every single game. The only issue is Toronto, is a much better defense, and Rockets play bad defense. But Embiid was pretty solid last night, and Alperen Şengün is a stud at the 5 spot for the Rockets. And I think this is just way too many points. It should be a single-digit game. And hopefully we'll back those numbers and get an easy winner here.
There you go, sports fans. I want to tell you, I said it before and I said it again. When you are sick, you don't take out your own appendix. That's in real life with health. When your sports betting issues are, when you're ailing, there's only one doctor. That's Dr. Chuck. He's a winner. Guys, I love his transparency. I love his integrity. But guys, I'm going to tell you now, he's one of the best I've ever seen in multiple sports. I love him. Take advantage of some of those discounts. Go by the doctor, because I'll tell you right now, he's making a house call. He'll be curing you while he kills your book. I promise you that. Let's go now. There's a rumor has it that the Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Laguretos, isn't just the best on the planet at picking soccer winners. I heard a rumor that he's going to be on the cover and the centerfold of Playgirl Greece. That's all I heard. I heard a rumor, and I heard you need to fold it down to get the whole. Anyway, I love Pavlos. You love Pavlos. He's the Greek god of soccer. I love having him here. I know you do too. He's got another winner for you. Take it away, Pavlos.
I love your kind words, Joe. What can I say? I mean, you let the cat out of the bag, so I guess now the surprise is ruined. But yeah, I just want to vent about my loss last night in the 5-unit bet, because I had a couple of hecklers on on Twitter or whatever. It's soccer. I mean, we got destroyed in the last minute of the match. It was a deflection of the ball. But anyway, moving on, bounce back mode this weekend. I'm dead serious about that. I'm going to take you guys to Spain for a match between Villareal and Bilbao. These are two very strong teams, but have kind of underperformed this season. But their defensive numbers are really, really strong. Villarreal have the third best defense with 29 goals conceded, and Bilbao also have the third best defense with 29 goals conceded. Villarreal have the fourth best home defense with 14 conceded goals, and Bilbao have the second best away defense with 13 conceded goals. So we should be expecting a very tight match between the two sides, because they have a huge tendency towards the under. Bilbao, they actually beat Villarreal by 2-1 in the reverse fixture, but that was the first match with over 2.5 goals and 5 consecutive unders between the two. So we're looking at a very low-scoring match, possibly a goalless draw or a 1-1 draw. Bilbao have been really hard to beat as visitors in this venue. They've lost just one of their last 6 matches here, 2 wins, 1 loss, and 3 draws. They can take advantage of Villarreal's massive win over Bayern Munich in the Champions League a few days ago. And Villarreal have to play the second leg in Germany in a couple of days. So there's bound to be some distraction there. And, Villarreal, they actually lost their last 2 matches when they were preparing for that clash against Bayern Munich. So with a very crucial match coming up, I don't see them losing 3 in a row in the La Liga. So, I'm going to take the draw here. It's a very good price at plus 240. I believe that this is a match where again, it's not going to have a whole lot of goals, possibly even no goals. So if you're feeling, if you don't want to risk so much, you can take the under 2.5 goals. But the draw is a very, very good price here.
All right, there you go. Sports fans, a draw plus 240. Bilbao and Villareal. And now, if you're like me, guys, I know everything there is to know about most every sport. I don't know a lot about soccer. I am new to it. But thanks to Pavlos, I am up quite a bit because I follow his free plays here on the show. And I also know those big game winners, those 5 and 10 units are really money. I know we talked about it earlier on this week, but his transparency about dropping one. Hey, everybody drops one. Babe Ruth struck out once in a while. I want you to know, bounces back today. Use some of those discounts. Now, sports fans, it's time to adjust the volume on your tablets, your phones, and your laptops because I am unsupervised today. I'm excited. My friends, numbers don't lie. I'm on the NBA leaderboard. Yesterday, I had one MLB game. Want you to know, Cardinals run line big winner. I won my free play here, but my NBA 8-2 the last 10 overall. I am on every leaderboard in the NBA, 3, 7, 30-day season leaderboard. And trust me, I will be blazing a trail in baseball on the leaderboards this season. I swept the board again last night, winning both my NBA and MLB plays. Today, we're going to sweep again. My NBA 8-2 run, I have my 100%. That's right. They are perfect this season. My NBA 100% Las Vegas Strip move and my MLB best bet. Over the last year or so, my best bets are on a 41-11 run. Doesn't get bigger or better than that. Get both, go 2-0. Both are available right now at SportsMemo, just $10 each. I will tell you that with the combination of the NBA playoffs and the start of the MLB season, this is an ideal time to follow Joe D. Over the last 18 years, nobody has as many number ones or top 10s in the business, or you get 2 or 3 guys combined. Guys, I am money. I'm going to promise you this. Use that 40% discount before it disappears. I'm going to tell you, if you wait a few more days, it's going to go back to regular price. You're going to kick yourself in the butt. I want to make you money. I want to save you money because one is just as good as the other. Take advantage of that. Now, I won yesterday's free play, and guess what? I'm going to do it again today. I told you I was unsupervised today. Trust me, we're going to ruffle some feathers. Sports fans, let me start by making a preemptive strike and saying I'm not here to really ruffle feathers. It's not my intention. But sometimes it's an added bonus when I do just that. I want to talk about the Dodgers-Rockies matchup. Now, I'm not going to debate that LA, they're a very good team, and barring some miracle, they will be in the postseason this year. What I am going to say is this team has no heart. Well, I'm going to repeat it. They have no heart. They won the World Series 2 years ago in a COVID year in which we had strange rules, strange schedules, and players getting yanked in and out of games every day. Guys, if this team had any heart, they would have won 3 or 4 World Series over the last 6 or 7 years. No heart. Sorry, Los Angelinos, but this team is a bunch of posers. There's talent on this team and quite a bit of it, and they're going to win ball games. But trust me when I tell you, no heart. I don't care whose feathers I ruffle. Let's keep going. The good thing for us, though, is that odds makers know that a lot of people out there, the general public, they like to bet them, and we can take advantage of that, guys. First of all, LA, notoriously slow starters. Now, we'll admit that the Rockies, they don't have the same home field advantage that they used to have, but still playing at Coors Field is a bit more difficult than playing in other stadiums for visiting teams. There's no question. All right. Just over the last 10 meetings a season ago, these two division rivals split 5 games apiece. Walker Buehler, overall, some of the best numbers you'll see in baseball. Not debating that. I mean, the guy, career numbers, 40-13, 2.90. However, he has had some problems against Colorado. Kyle Freeland, okay. 40-40 lifetime. He split out 40-40. In today's age, is not the worst, today's era, but to be honest, not great either. 4.20 career lifetime ERA. Want you to know, he has given the Dodgers some fits. I just don't think this early on in the season, LA should be nearly a $2 favorite against anyone, especially a team that plays them very tough. The Dodgers 1-4 the last 5 as a road fave last season. And last season, Colorado, remember, 48-33 at home. It's still a tough place to play. I'll take almost $2 with the Rockies. I think they win this game with authority, but that's okay. And guys, I'm not looking to hurt anybody's feeling in Los Angeles. I'm really not. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. I'm always going to be a Yankee fan. I don't put them out very often. There's no value on them. But I hear it from people out there when I wear my Yankee stuff. Yankees suck. Yeah, we suck 27 times. Guys, I'll tell you what. We didn't win the last few years. You know why? We didn't have enough room on our trophy case. We needed to build a bigger one. And that's what we're doing right now. And I'm going to bring Jesse back. I'm going to save him for last. Let's bring Pavlos and Dr. Chuck back. Guys, before we go and run down the free play, all your free plays for today, I got a couple of announcements. Then we'll get some closing comments. The great folks over at SportsMemo are doing something amazing for the first family. Any and as many packages as you want from 1 day through 1 year. For Dionne and myself, order all 40% off. D'Amico 40. Also, tune in next week for both the First Family Show and our new baseball show. It is not a First Family Show. Totally different format. Totally different everything. Dionne won't be in the same. My wife won't be in the same frame as me anymore. She's got to go in another room, which now she doesn't have to stuff cotton in her ears. Guys, it's going to be a great show. We will be in the first week or two. We'll be also covering, along with daily free winners. We'll be giving out a lot of futures, division, league, MVP, Cy Young, you name it. Also, we would love it if you follow the Sports Memo YouTube channel. It's fun. It's free. Takes 2 seconds. Some great content. You can get a couple shows from me and my wife. This show, the baseball show, John Ryan does some great stuff. And Ross Benjamin, you just seen him. He's doing some clips up there every day. Great free content. Also, follow the Twitter page for Sports Memo. The best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at Sports Memo. Each one of us put out free stuff every day. You get trends, streaks, articles, futures, you name it. Follow them. Also, follow the great people here. Follow Ross. Follow follow Jesse at Jesse Schule. Follow Dr. Chuck at Dr. Chuck Sports. Follow Pavlos at Paulie_WT. My wife's is at the First Lady of Vegas. Mine is at Joe D'Amico Wins. Guys, these guys are very accessible. Not every site out there, not every capper out there will talk to people. A lot of people don't want to talk to people. They don't want to talk losers. They don't want to take bad days or bad streaks. The transparency, but the integrity you get from the Sports Memo cappers, unrivaled. Let me run down the free plays real quick. Ross Benjamin had the Heat plus 1.5. Jesse, what did you have today?
The Blue Jays, the AL East winners.
Dr. Chuck.
Rockets plus the points.
Pavlos.
I have the draw in the Bilbao versus Villareal match.
There you go. Your sexy and savory and silent host, Joe D'Amico, on the Rockies. Now, closing comments. Hold on. Dr. Chuck, any closing comments before we go close the show for the weekend?
No, I can't wait to hear some rousing AL East debate here. No, but I love your play, Joe, and you did an aspect that you didn't. I'm already on first 5 under. First 5 under 6. Freeland at home. First 5 under. Money. Auto play.
And another free play from the doctor who made another house call. A free house call, by the way. Try to get one of those these days. Pavlos, any closing comments, please?
It's just bounce back boat for me this weekend. I can guarantee you that we'll make money. No doubt.
I saved the most entertaining for last. Jesse, any closing comments?
Well, I've been known to make bets about dyeing my hair, but if you and I are going to make a bet on the Yankees versus the Blue Jays, I don't think that's quite fair. One of us is severely handicapped in that department. So what I'll propose is Yankees versus Blue Jays, whoever's got the better record. If your team has the better record, I will wear the pinstripes and the Yankees hat. And if my team does, you got a don Blue Jays garb. You get yourself.
You might as well ask me to wear You might as well ask me to wear a tutu. I'll tell you what, I ain't never wearing anything but Yankees, so I won't bet that. But I will tell you this: you're a big eater. Next time you come to Vegas, if they finish with a better record, steaks on me. Anyway, we're going to Golden Steer. Go anywhere you want. I'll even get you bananas Foster's at the end. They set it on fire at the end. We'll do that because they ain't never wear it. Let me tell you, I wear a tutu before I wear that. But
all right, let's do the tutu.
Yeah. Dr. Chuck, you know what's going to be funny? As soon as we're going to start talking, I was going to mute him. But then I said that would be too easy. Jesse, you got it. How about his nice steak dinner? How about that?
That works fine for me.
You got it. I want you guys to know that I miss my wife very much. She's down the hall. Your positive thoughts and prayers. She didn't feel good one day last week. She's still not feeling well. Send out some positive thoughts and prayers. And we know that you miss her too because she does keep me in line. She's the only person that can. Real quick, guys, tune in every day next week for the First Family Show. Special guests, tons of free winners. Tune into the new dedicated baseball show in the afternoon, different format. On behalf of Sports Memo, Ross, Dr. Chuck, Pavlos, Jesse, and myself, and even Dionne, who's not here today, the First Family of Vegas. Everybody out there, good luck. Have a winning day.